In this question, we're asked to graph this line, y equals 3/2 x minus 2, or 3 over 2x minus 2. So first, let's take a look at this equation. Okay, now remember we have two parts, right? So we have this 3 over 2, and that is the slope. Okay, and we have this negative 2, and that's the y-intercept. So what do we do with these two pieces? Okay, we start at the y-intercept. This is where we start. Now the y-intercept, it is a point on the line, and it's a point on this line. Oh, sorry. It's on this vertical line. Okay, so I'm going to go to -2 on the y-axis. When I go to graph this, I'm going to go to -2 on the y-axis. Okay, so that's step one. I start with the y-intercept. I go to -2 on the y-axis. Now, step 2 is that I use the slope. And slope is rise over run. So in this case, I have a slope of 3 over 2. So that means my rise is 3 and my run is 2. So let's take a look at what this looks like when I graph it on Edgelastic. So remember, step 1, I'm graphing the y-intercept on the y-axis. That's the vertical axis, the up and down line. So I'm going to go to -2 on that line. Next, I'm going to rise 3 and run 2. So let's see what that looks like on Edgelastic. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to click here on line AB. Now I'm going to start on my y-intercept of -2. So I'm going to go on the y-axis, the vertical axis, and I'm going to click on -2. Okay, now I'm going to take my other point, point B, and I'm going to just kind of hold it. See, I'm dragging right now. So I'm holding my mouse, I'm dragging it. Now I'm going to start here at that point where I just put the y-intercept. So I put the y-intercept at -2. And now I'm going to start there, and I'm going to rise 3. 1, 2, 3. I rise up, and I run 1, 2 to the right. Okay, so that is my graph of y equals 3/2 x minus 2. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and do that same graph below.